Hey, Bears fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Chicago Bears. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. Rumors are swirling around the Chicago Bears organization as insiders report a growing tension between head coach Ben Johnson and star running back DeAndre Swift. According to sources close to the team, Johnson has allegedly reached a breaking point with Swift's role and contributions on the field, leading to speculation that the Bears may no longer see him as part of their future. Fans have noticed subtle changes in game plans and rotations, sparking whispers that the relationship has soured beyond repair. This potential shakeup comes at a time when the Bears are trying to recalibrate their offensive strategy, and the focus seems to be shifting away from Swift, whose explosive speed and agility have made him a household name. The story is complex, involving locker room dynamics, financial considerations, and the long-term vision Johnson reportedly wants to implement. Observers note that Swift's presence, while undeniably talented, may not align with the coach's evolving philosophy, creating a tension that could have far-reaching consequences for the franchise. As speculation grows, social media platforms are lighting up with fans and analysts debating the potential fallout. The narrative has already begun to dominate sports chatter, fueling endless theories about trades, contracts, and behind-the-scenes conflicts. Some insiders hint that this is not just about performance, but also about leadership style and team cohesion, signaling a deeper rift than anyone initially suspected. The tension between Ben Johnson and DeAndre Swift reportedly extends beyond the field, as insiders describe a locker room atmosphere fraught with subtle friction and unspoken disagreements. Sources claim that meetings have become increasingly tense, with Swift expressing frustration over play calls and Johnson allegedly questioning Swift's commitment to the system. While both parties have publicly downplayed any issues, the insiders suggest that the situation is far from amicable, hinting at a simmering conflict that could explode if left unchecked. Fans are speculating wildly, dissecting every game tape and interview for signs of discontent, and social media has become a battlefield of opinions, with hashtags trending that suggest a possible split. Analysts are debating whether this move, if true, signals a shift in the Bears' offensive philosophy, emphasizing different running schemes or younger talent, potentially sidelining Swift despite his proven abilities. Financial implications also loom large, as Swift's contract and market value could complicate any potential trade or release, creating a high-stakes puzzle for management. In addition, the team's overall performance and playoff ambitions may hang in the balance, as any disruption to team chemistry could have cascading effects. Rumors of Swift being approached by other franchises have also begun circulating, with scouts reportedly observing his movements closely. Meanwhile, Johnson's leadership style, described as firm and uncompromising by those familiar with the situation, may clash with Swift's dynamic approach, further fueling speculation that the Bears star running back might be facing an uncertain future in Chicago. Sources claim that the Bears coaching staff has been quietly evaluating alternative strategies to reduce reliance on Swift, with assistant coaches reportedly experimenting with different formations and personnel packages during practice sessions. Rumors suggest that Johnson, who is said to be focused on cultivating a younger, more versatile backfield, may see Swift as a mismatch for the system he envisions for the long term. Insider chatter indicates that these strategic adjustments could signal an impending shakeup, potentially leading to a trade or a dramatic role reduction for Swift. Fans have been dissecting recent game footage for evidence of these changes, noting subtle shifts in play design and situational usage that appear to marginalize the running back's opportunities. The speculation has reached such a fever pitch that analysts and commentators are dedicating entire segments to debating whether Swift's future with the Bears is truly in jeopardy. The narrative has extended to sports talk radio and podcasts, with voices weighing in on possible trade destinations and contract ramifications. While no official statements have been made, the intensity of the rumors has created a sense of anticipation and unease among the fan base. The dynamic between Johnson and Swift described by insiders as strained but professional, is reportedly being monitored closely by front office executives who are said to be preparing contingency plans. The interplay of performance metrics, leadership dynamics, and financial considerations paints a complex picture of a relationship that may be reaching a breaking point. The social media landscape has exploded with commentary regarding the alleged discord between Ben Johnson and DeAndre Swift, as fans dissect interviews, on-field interactions, and subtle cues to decipher the real story. Twitter threads, TikTok videos, and Instagram posts are filled with clips highlighting moments where Swift's involvement appeared limited or altered, fueling speculation that a change is imminent. Analysts argue that Johnson's coaching philosophy, which prioritizes adaptability and a balanced attack, may clash with Swift's particular style, causing friction that manifests in both practice and games. Insider sources hint that internal discussions have revolved around the feasibility of a trade, with some executives reportedly weighing the benefits of acquiring draft capital or younger talent in exchange for Swift. Additionally, there are whispers that Swift himself may be evaluating options elsewhere, with other franchises showing interest in his speed, versatility, and proven ability to break tackles. Financial considerations, including salary cap implications and contract incentives, add another layer of complexity to the situation, as moving Swift would not only affect roster construction, but also long-term budgeting strategies. Meanwhile, the Bears fan base remains divided, with passionate supporters expressing outrage at the potential departure, while others argue that Johnson's vision for the team might necessitate difficult personnel decisions. The rumor mill shows no signs of slowing, as each practice and game week produces new talking points that perpetuate the narrative. Every subtle gesture, from sideline interactions to media statements, is scrutinized, keeping the buzz alive and amplifying the perception that change is on the horizon for both Swift and the Bears. Inside sources report that meetings between coaching staff and front office personnel have become increasingly strategic, with discussions centered on roster flexibility and offensive balance. Rumors indicate that Johnson is exploring alternative running back options, including younger prospects who could potentially fit better into his envisioned scheme. Analysts are dissecting snap counts, play-calling tendencies, and formation usage, looking for patterns that support the theory that Swift's role is being diminished. Social media platforms have become an unofficial repository for every potential clue, as fans and commentators compile statistics, game footage, and quotes to predict the team's next move. Whisper discussion suggests that Johnson may be looking to create a more unpredictable and multidimensional offense, one that relies less on a single star player and more on rotational depth and complementary skill sets. Meanwhile, speculation abounds regarding potential trade destinations for Swift, with several teams rumored to be interested in acquiring his talents if the Bears decide to part ways. Financial analysts are also chiming in, evaluating the implications of a potential trade or release on the team's salary cap and long-term planning. The combination of tactical shifts, personal dynamics, and fiscal considerations paint a picture of a franchise at a crossroads, where the decision regarding Swift's future may set a precedent for how Johnson approaches roster management. Fans remain glued to every development, aware that even a subtle change in tone from the team could signal a major upheaval, making this saga a constant topic of debate and intrigue. Speculation about Swift's potential departure has been intensified by observations of his limited touches in recent games, with insiders noting patterns that suggest intentional adjustments to his involvement. Analysts argue that these trends may be part of a broader strategy by Johnson to evaluate other players in real-game situations, effectively testing the team's depth and flexibility. Rumors suggest that Johnson's vision for a more dynamic, adaptable offense is driving these decisions, with Swift's usage potentially curtailed to encourage the emergence of younger talent. Social media reaction has been fervent, with fans dissecting every play, tweet, and sideline interaction for evidence that the rumored split may be imminent. Sources claim that internal conversations are ongoing, with executives carefully weighing the benefits of retaining a proven talent versus the potential advantages of acquiring new assets through trade. The narrative has taken on a life of its own, with podcasts, sports radio shows, and online forums contributing to an ever-expanding pool of speculation. Meanwhile, Swift's performance in practice and games remains under intense scrutiny, as insiders suggest that even minor lapses or disagreements could be magnified in the context of the rumored conflict. The combination of strategic experimentation, financial considerations, and interpersonal dynamics creates a complex backdrop where every action and statement is analyzed for its potential implications on Swift's future with the Bears. Fans are left in suspense, knowing that the next decision by Johnson or management could dramatically reshape the team's trajectory and alter Swift's career path. The rumor mill surrounding DeAndre Swift's future with the Chicago Bears continues to intensify, with insiders hinting that the decision could come sooner rather than later. According to whispers from sources close to the team, front office executives are said to be preparing contingency plans, evaluating potential trade packages, and gauging interest from rival franchises. Analysts speculate that if a trade occurs, it could involve a combination of draft picks and younger players, designed to balance immediate needs with long-term goals. Fans are dissecting every detail, from Swift's reduced carries to subtle body language during games, creating an environment where every interaction is magnified and scrutinized. Social media has become a constant echo chamber, with threads and videos analyzing potential destinations, contract negotiations, and the impact on the Bears' offensive strategy. Some insiders suggest that Johnson's decision, if it comes, may be rooted not only in performance metrics, but also in team cohesion and leadership dynamics, reflecting a desire to reshape the locker room culture around a new philosophy. The narrative has become so pervasive that even casual observers are now engaged in debates over what Swift's exit would mean for the Bears' identity, offensive schemes, and playoff aspirations. In essence, the situation has transcended football strategy, evolving into a saga of power, personality, and potential upheaval, where every move carries enormous significance. Sources report that internal meetings between coaches and management have grown increasingly frequent and intense, as the Bears weigh the potential ramifications of moving Swift. Rumors suggest that Johnson is focused on crafting an offense that prioritizes versatility and unpredictability, seeking players whose skill sets align with his vision, even if it means sidelining a proven star. Analysts have pointed out patterns in practice rotations and game-time decisions that support this theory, noting that Swift's touches have been selectively limited in high-leverage situations. Social media commentary has amplified every subtle sign, from sideline gestures to pre- and post-game interviews, feeding speculation and driving fan debates to fever pitch. Financial considerations also play a crucial role, as Swift's contract and potential market value could complicate any decision, requiring careful balancing of cap space, performance incentives, and long-term planning. Insider chatter hints that the team may be testing the waters discreetly, gauging interest from other franchises while keeping negotiations under wraps, a strategy designed to maximize leverage and flexibility. Meanwhile, Swift's reputation as a dynamic, game-changing back has attracted attention from multiple teams rumored to be actively monitoring the situation. The combination of strategic planning, interpersonal dynamics, and financial calculus paints a vivid picture of a franchise at a crossroads, where Johnson's decisions could redefine the Bears' identity and impact the trajectory of one of the league's most talented running backs. Fans remain captivated, aware that any revelation could trigger immediate and far-reaching consequences for both the team and Swift. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers suggest that the Bears' locker room has become a focal point of speculation as players, coaches, and staff navigate the uncertainty surrounding Swift's role. Insiders claim that Johnson's leadership style, often described as disciplined and uncompromising, may have collided with Swift's natural expressiveness and autonomy on the field, creating subtle but noticeable friction. Observers argue that such tension, if left unresolved, could influence not only on-field performance, but also the overall morale and cohesion of the team. Social media analysts have seized on every available clue, including selective highlights, sideline interactions, and training camp reports, crafting narratives that feed the rumor mill and amplify fan anxiety. Some insiders even suggest that discussions have included evaluating Swift's fit within potential alternative offensive schemes, as management and coaching staff consider whether his skill set can be fully optimized under Johnson's evolving vision. Meanwhile, speculation about potential trade destinations has grown, with several franchises reportedly expressing interest in acquiring Swift's talents, seeing him as a high-impact back capable of transforming their offensive dynamics. Financial implications remain a significant factor, as the team must weigh the cost of a potential trade or release against salary cap flexibility and long-term roster planning. The interplay of interpersonal dynamics, strategic vision, and fiscal responsibility paints a complex picture of a franchise facing high-stakes decisions that could redefine both the team's direction and Swift's career trajectory in profound ways. Fans and pundits alike remain on edge, fully aware that every development may carry dramatic consequences for the Bears' season and legacy. The narrative surrounding Swift's uncertain future has permeated every layer of media coverage, from sports talk shows to online forums and podcast commentary. Analysts debate not only the feasibility of a trade, but also the strategic rationale behind reducing Swift's role in the offense, suggesting that Johnson may be attempting to test younger players or explore different formations. Rumors indicate that assistant coaches have been experimenting with alternative personnel packages and situational plays to see which combinations best align with Johnson's philosophy, subtly marginalizing Swift's involvement in the process. Fans dissect each game, each snap, and each press conference, searching for indications that the rumored separation is imminent. Some insider sources hint that Swift himself may be considering options outside Chicago, aware that the team's direction may no longer prioritize his talents. The financial stakes further complicate matters, as any move must balance salary cap impact, potential trade compensation, and long-term strategic planning. Meanwhile, social media has become a battleground of speculation, with clips and analyses dissected and debated endlessly, adding layers of intensity to an already charged situation. Observers note that Johnson's desire for a more flexible, unpredictable offense could be the primary motivator behind these decisions, signaling a possible shift away from relying on a single star player. As the rumor grows, the narrative has evolved into a multifaceted story of talent management, leadership clashes, and strategic ambition, captivating fans and insiders alike in anticipation of what could be a defining moment for both Swift and the Chicago Bears franchise. Inside sources indicate that the Bears management is meticulously weighing potential outcomes, aware that any move regarding Swift could reshape the team's trajectory for years to come. Rumors suggest that trade discussions are being handled delicately, with executives analyzing potential partners, draft capital returns, and player fit before committing to any decision. Analysts note that Swift's versatility as a runner and receiver makes him a highly coveted asset, meaning any trade would have immediate strategic implications for both Chicago and a receiving franchise. Social media has become a nonstop forum for fan speculation, with hashtags, video breakdowns, and analytical threads amplifying the story and keeping the conversation alive. Whispered reports hint that Johnson's broader philosophy, which emphasizes adaptability, depth, and rotational flexibility, may conflict with Swift's singular but impactful style of play. Financial and contractual considerations further complicate the equation, as the team must navigate salary cap constraints, performance incentives, and long-term planning when contemplating any move. Observers argue that the combination of interpersonal dynamics, tactical experimentation, and fiscal prudence creates a high-stakes scenario where every choice carries significant consequences. As rumors continue to circulate, both fans and insiders are closely monitoring every practice, press conference, and game day decision, knowing that the saga could culminate in a seismic shift for the Bears roster and Swift's career prospects. Speculation about Swift's diminished role has intensified following recent games, where observers noticed strategic rotations and play-calling adjustments that appeared to marginalize his involvement. Analysts and fans alike are dissecting patterns, considering whether Johnson is signaling a permanent shift in offensive philosophy or testing depth options in preparation for a potential trade. Rumors suggest that Johnson's coaching philosophy, which emphasizes unpredictability, balance, and adaptability, may require personnel adjustments that could marginalize Swift despite his proven ability to impact games. Social media reactions have exploded, with video breakdowns, highlight reels, and statistical analyses dissecting every decision and interaction, fueling widespread debate. Insiders claim that internal discussions have also focused on Swift's long-term fit, evaluating whether the team can maintain competitive performance while aligning with Johnson's evolving vision. Potential trade destinations have become a hot topic, with multiple franchises reportedly expressing interest in acquiring Swift, recognizing his versatility and explosiveness. Financial ramifications remain central to any decision, as management must weigh salary cap impact, potential compensation, and long-term flexibility. The combination of interpersonal dynamics, tactical experimentation, and fiscal responsibility paints a complex portrait of a franchise at a pivotal moment. Fans remain riveted, aware that each development could dramatically influence the Bears' trajectory and Swift's professional future, creating a continuous cycle of anticipation and speculation. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.